zone where we're screwing up. And that's what's going to actually collapse before we realize that we're in trouble.
You said transport, sorry, packaging? Okay, and did you say waste? Yet I see from my perspective that for you guys here at least, your market is right next door, whereas ours, that's a whole different story. It's freight, very freight. Yeah, you're Oceanic.
Okay, so
But your freight is
I'll start reading out some of these. Read out a bunch of them like we read and discuss.
We're transporting little Ashon pastries that weigh 2 ounces.
So unseasonal frost and how to deal with
Packaging, then it is
and
the
it
item.
goes from here to the States and back and forth.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Believe
Well, you know, one
technology
thing I
to
noticed
save the situation.
on our
Concentration
farm,
of land ownership.
because
Small farms can be managed more intensely.
it'll go into
How do we shift the paradigm from system production to ecosystem resilience? Model farms to demonstrate the how. Eliminate subsidiaries to the problem. Subsidies, sorry. Fossil fuels and unsustainable agriculture. Communication to general population in face of adverse advertising. Change must start at grassroots farms. Need transition farms. How do we make imperatives to change real for people, to inspire change/action before our ecosystems fail? Redesign, thinking like an ecosystem, running an annual energy income and metabolic energy food bring own no solution without a political solution.
Well,
Organic agriculture extension should be funded by
maybe we'll be growing a lot less too.
Has everyone had a chance to
Forced to grow less, or
Yes.
choosing forced?
No,
Yeah.
forced.
Yeah.
a little bit, and then
Or maybe growing different, you know, in terms of,
Exactly. Maybe we'll have
focusing on,
who knows? Maybe not in my lifetime.
or maybe, more livestock. You know, instead of,
yeah, absolutely. After we've had a really hard time look at everything and then go around, or is it just everyone can kind of explain their thoughts, what they wrote down, and why they wrote that down? Yeah, it's not supposed to be terribly structured, but we have some rules for our discussion.
No, 1,000 pounds of soil oriented organic carbon, which per acre translates into absorbing 1.35 megagrams of CO2 from the air per acre per year.
So we need to put an economic value on that.
That's right.
Like with the presentation, the guy was saying he doesn't get any consideration on the value of his property for services. It has to be reevaluated. Consider that property as value.
Like in Norfolk County, south of here, is Alice, Alternative Land Use Services. Yeah. And there's group farmers that are being paid for the ecological benefits of what they're doing on their farm. But unfortunately, they haven't been able to raise enough money. I think they're getting about $150 an acre, which really isn't enough. And in Europe, they've gone to subsidizing agricultural production to paying farmers for taking land out of production, which is marginal land, and putting it back into wetlands or trees or grasslands or whatever, because they don't need the surplus production, which they subsidize the farmers to produce, and then they dump it in third world countries and destroy their local markets.
So if you take this marginal land added to that,
Does that mean everyone else
more intensive production than we do, better quality?
Not necessarily, because you don't need that surplus production. See, there's no shortage of food in the world. It's a question of distribution. The people that need it aren't getting it because of the system.
carbon sinking too. Does anyone
People in Europe are more concerned about the environment aspects of organic fruits, while North America is more concerned with the health aspects of things. So I think train people to get that balance, so they're concerned both for the environment and their own health when it comes to organic and local food. I also wrote down, kind of in response to what Mary Connor was saying earlier about the migrant workers and kind of a solution. It's not really a solution, but I think, you know, if we're buying local food, it's not really efficient if we're not using local labor. So I think that's kind of a broken system if we're bringing people from down south up to produce and harvest our food that we're calling local. And I also wrote down more support for farmer training programs because Roxana mentioned the importance of having almost substitute farmers. You know, these farmers are working very hard and not a lot of opportunity to get away because there isn't someone who can step in the meantime. So I think someone else wrote down young farmers, and I think that's important. So yeah.
Perfect.
You think it